It's time for the Roots and Roots Show with your host, Greg Rashid, bringing you history and music from the Black American diaspora. Greg and his guests' goal is to root the show's information in your psyche, providing you the roots to expand knowledge within your community. Now here's your host, Greg Rashid.
I am so happy to be back on again, as I always am, hosting the Root and Root Show, heard at your convenience, because a lot of folks listen, download, and listen later on via Spreaker website, but a lot of folks listen every Sunday afternoon at 3 p.m. Mountain Time on KUHSdenver.com, created by the one and only, the amazing Henry Archuleta. And I want to say hi to all my friends in the Colorado region. Hope everyone's doing well. Love you all, and just happy to, just to do this show. And as you know, with the Root and Root Show, we do interviews, but also we play music. And my whole thing is history. Getting into the history of African American culture, my culture, and also that includes everything from personalities, dealing with politics, sports, you name it, and also music itself. And we play a lot of folks. I want to bring back a lot of people who are forgotten, but you may not know about. So I'm going to start off today with some music from the 20s, a group called Lem Fowler's Washboard Wonders. Now, there were a lot of African American groups in the late 19th century and early 20th century who played the washboard. And for a lot of you younger folks, you may not know what a washboard is, so look it up. But anyway, I'm going to play right now 2 songs by them, starting with Pig Feet Shuffle. So let's hear that by Lem Fowler's Washboard Wonders on the Root and Root Show. and Lynn Fowler and his Washboard Orchestra, and that was Jelly Roll Blues. And before that, we did and I'm reading my handwriting here, Pig Feet, the Pigfoot Shuffle. Hope you enjoyed that. Maybe you had a pig foot in your mouth. You just listen, but that was Lynn Fowler and his Washboard Wonders on the Root and Root Show. And Lynn Fowler, he's not playing the washboard on that. He's playing the piano. But the washboard, if you don't know what it is, look it up. Let's Google it, find out what it is. But we try, I try on the Root and Root Show, as I said earlier, to play music and talk about kind of the forgotten experience of black culture. Because there's a lot of, for many folks, as much as I do understand Black History Month and all that, I mean, Black History to me is 365 days a year. It's every day for me. So I try to discover something new every day, and there's so much to learn. Musically, historically, just everything. And we try to bring that on the Root and Root Show. So we're going to because the thing is that there are so many of us, and I'm speaking to Black Americans right now who listen to this program, who don't really like their past, don't want to hear older music, don't want to know about what happened, not 100 years ago, 5 years ago, 5 days ago, because things repeat themselves. History, as Malcolm X said, history has a way of repeating itself constantly. So know your history. That's the most important thing. Music you listen to now, if you listen to it carefully, you'll find out that some of that music was originally done 40 years ago. Sampled 40 years ago by someone, 50 years ago, just forgotten artists. So we try to bring those artists on this program, and also those historical figures, authors that we've had on there who talk about folks from the past that you may not know about. So I'm going to bring up somebody right now who I talked about online to somebody earlier in the week, and I'm talking about Sippy Wallace. A lot of you know Bessie Smith. A lot of you know because of the show that came on Netflix on Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. And we played some Ma Rainey on the show in the past, but there are so many blues performers from the early part of the 19th century on to, you can say now, into now, well, a lot of you don't know. And I'm going to play right now Sippy Wallace. Starting off with, I think we'll do right now, the first song we'll play for Sippy Wallace, and this is from the late 20s, early 30s. I have to say this too, that Bonnie Raitt, some of you may know the country and western singer and also blues singer, she reintroduced Sippy Wallace to a new audience back in the 70s and 80s. And Sippy was something. Sippy, still could do it. So we're going to play right now a couple of her songs, starting with Special Delivery Blues. And this features Louis Armstrong on trumpet, and he introduces the song. So let's hear this now on the Root and Root Show.
Special? Lord, it must be from my man. It almost breaks my heart.